Welcome back, everyone, here to Bronx Talks. Today, we got a cool video. We're going to be discussing some early Yankee trade deadline targets just because the Yanks are playing so well. But keep in mind, one thing before we go into the guys, Cashman, especially the last couple of years, has always, mostly in most of the moves, has surprised us. Whether that be the Josh Donaldson IKF Rortvedt deal, the Anthony Rizzo deal came out of nowhere. The Stanton deal was made basically last minute. So you never really know with Cashman. We're just going to give you some guys that make a lot of sense to us.
Sean Murphy. We were looking at him in the offseason. He's on the Oakland Athletics. Something important to note, the A's top two prospects are catchers. So this guy's not going to be, I think it's almost a guarantee he gets dealt somewhere. And he's good defensively, 76th percentile in framing. And the reason I would have this guy stand out opposed to a guy like Wilson Contreras is the defense. Maybe Contreras is a little better offensively, but I think the Yankees are going to value defense more and then take hitting as kind of like a bonus. He's been an above-average hitter his whole career. He's going to strike out a decent amount, but he's definitely an upgrade from Higgy and Trevino right now.
Left fielder Andrew Benintendi from the Kansas City Royals, 27 years old. You guys probably know him as the longtime Red Sox. He's gotten off to a pretty good start to the season, was leading the league in batting average for quite some time. Currently, as of now, he's batting .316 with 2 home runs, 15 RBIs, 7.96 OPS. He's been pretty good. He plays good defense. Lefty bat, like I said, he's been spreading the ball to all sides of the fields. And he could be really lethal inside of this Yankee lineup. Question is, I would only see this deal happening if Gallo's struggles continue. But I do think Benintendi would be a really good fit in this Yankees lineup. And he's a free agent after the season, unrestricted. And with the Royals not really being a contender, you should likely see him to get dealt.
And it's Ben Gamel. He made his major league debut with the Yankees, actually.
The Gamel girl.
Only played 6 games for us, though. He's an outfielder, fast, lefty, with some pop, just 29 years old. And he's off to a great start this year, hitting. He's on the Pirates, who are going to stink, and who are going to look to sell. And kind of a bonus, he's going to have to shave his ugly beard. So I think if he keeps up these numbers, his price is going to be a little higher. But if he regresses a little, then I could see the Yankees getting him as sort of like a 4th outfielder.
Starting pitcher Frankie Montas from the Oakland Athletics. 8 games this year he started. He's 2-4. Can't look at the wins, losses that much. He is on the Athletics. An ERA of 3.67, 49 innings pitched, 53 strikeouts, and a 1.00 whip. He's 29 years old. Next season is his final year of arbitration. And then in 2024, he becomes a unrestricted free agent. So only 1 year of control after this season. But, Montes has been a good pitcher for the Athletics for a number of years now. And I think if you made a deal, somehow get him in the rotation, not only would it save some guys some innings, but it would just make your depth a lot stronger. The question is, everyone in the rotation is balling out this season. Everyone in the rotation is balling out. So, it's going to be interesting to see what they do there. I would expect a guy like Severino to go to the bullpen. As of now, we don't really know, though. I mean, if the season, if we made this the only offseason, you say Cortez goes to the bullpen. Cortez isn't leaving the starting rotation. That's not going to happen the way he's pitched. So there might be a little bit of maneuvering with that, but like I said, like a lot of people say, you can never have enough pitching, and I stand by that.
I'd like to see, and I think it will. It was talked about last year, Luis Castillo going to the Yankees. He's on the Reds right now, that's a guarantee that I think, I was reading some articles. It's almost a guarantee Luis Castillo's getting traded. And the Yankees are going to be one of the front runners. And he seems like a guy Cashman would like. He had some good seasons, although recently, 2020, 2021, and this year even, he hasn't been great. High velo, sinker, slider. We know the Yankees like that. He gets a ton of swings and misses. And if you look at his baseball savant page, Ryan, everything is red. And red means good. And then the one thing that's blue is walks. He walks a ton of guys. He had a 3.98 ERA last season, pretty solid. So far, he's a 5.59 ERA. It's kind of the definition of a wild card, but one of those guys that if he came to the Yankees, I'd feel pretty confident in working with Matt Blake, our pitching coach. I think we could turn this guy around, complete him.
Madison Bumgarner. Now, if the season had started today, we'd be like, there's no way Madison Bumgarner is getting dealt. He has not pitched good in a few years now. He's had some pretty bad numbers. But this season, through 7 games, he has an ERA of 1.78, 30.1 innings pitched. I think that's 20 strikeouts, a 1.12 WHIP. The thing with him is he's a veteran guy. Got to keep that in mind. He's pitched in the World Series. He's won a World Series. He's pitched on the biggest stage of imaginable. So, there's no doubt that he can play in New York and that, he could definitely thrive. The thing with him is going to be the money. So, he is a veteran guy that's someone, you'd be more willing to trust, but he's making a lot of money. So this season, he's making $23 million. Next season, he's making $14 million. And then in 2025, he becomes an unrestricted free agent. So, Brian Cashman has shown that, he's gotten teams to pay off their salary. Just last season, he got the Rangers to pay Gallo's whole salary and the Cubs to pay Rizzo's whole salary. So it's going to be interesting to see. Maybe they split it 50-50 between them and Arizona. And, he'd be a veteran guy. I think he could teach a lot of our young pitchers some things. And, I would definitely feel confident having him out there in a postseason game.